And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run here with Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
On third down, Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
4-yard line.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Clock now on first down. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Drew Lock on target to Jerry Jeudy. And the Broncos push further out in front. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Ravens nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. He'll buy some time right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Jackson rolling to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. 1st down. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. K.J. Hamler returning it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown, Denver.
K.J. Hamler, 76 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Ravens 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big connection on that one. 55 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. First down, Dobbins. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Jackson to sneed that time. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Broncos 21, Ravens 14. Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Block again here on 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and
2. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's give them a show. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 34 yards there and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Lock throwing complete here to Judy. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he stopped immediately there. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At the 6.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. To throw it is Lock. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 6 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
Mike 48. Here we go. Big air. Chopper.
Here's Locke to throw. This is caught. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points.
Broncos 27, Ravens 21. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, Dobbins, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. From the 29, Locke rolling to his right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the second down throw on target. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Locke. Buying, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Jackson.
And inches at the 20.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
8 yards on the loss brings up.
So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Jackson from the shotgun. His throw caught right around the 6.
Jackson's pass.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Lindsey, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. There's Mike Nugent now to put this one in the air, and off we go on EA Sports. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up
Jackson now. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Marcus
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Play. First down, Ravens.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it. And
that's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown, 57 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
25-yard line.
Focusing on me was in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Murray now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
The 49-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
A 3-yard loss.
They're going for it. It's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Devon Kennard. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. On the move to his left. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This time, Jackson will throw it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 46 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there. In the end zone. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Throwing is Jackson. Out to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray again. This is Drake. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They're on the stop. A gain of 1. Brings up
play action. Now it's Murray sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the pressure gets to him again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Cardinals take over.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is
rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll buy some time right. And he's got Snead. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
A gain of 2.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the bootleg, Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Dez Bryant, incomplete. Buda Baker there on the coverage.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Forced out to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Space to maneuver at the 40. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Here's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Murray. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They'll They'll go again with Dobbins. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
And a Raven first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Rolling to his right.
42-yard
Caught right side. It's Snead. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, "Take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me."
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Now Jackson. And he's going to go down again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson now off the bootleg. Over the middle here to Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score. Ravens 14. Cardinals 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Andy Isabella. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Jackson, buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's 21-3.
Good. Makes the score. Ravens 21. Cardinals 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
First and 10 at the 40.
Running, it's Dre. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and
On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw on third down. Murray got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Flush to his right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Being chased out left. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Hassan Reddick in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. On the return is Peterson. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Patrick Queen able to get him for a loss of about 3. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on fourth down, but they're going once more. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
At the 47-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Ravens.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.